Hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss about the one of the feature of the Admin Center. It's a authentication method. So basically, uh, before going to the authentication method, previously we have discussed the conditional access policy, how we can implement it and apply it for all the organization user as well as in the group. Also, the conditional access, before implementing the conditional access, you need or you required a license like Microsoft Entra Plan 1 and Plan 2. Both of you required either Plan 1 or Plan 2 for implementing the conditional access. Okay, so the authentication method is policy is basically give you or make your account more secure. So here you can create a multiple authentication method like FIDO, multi-factor authentication, SMS based temporary access password or hardware token, or if you have a key for authentication, email, OTP, voice call, there is a multiple option that you can choose it for authenticate your Microsoft 365 services. So basically, once I have clicked the authentication method, now you can type the authentication method of Office 365. So I put this. Okay. So you can put the client ID, you can put the discover endpoint that you required, and now you need to set up the target options like authentication method, that sometime that user is trying to use some key, like they have collaborated with someone for making a key, a encrypted key, that without that key nobody will open or authenticate it. So like FIDO, if I am saying asking about the FIDO, that FIDO have the one of the feature that you can use to authenticate your services via key. Okay, so these kind of option that you can use it to authenticate your Office 365 account, either you are using third party application and integrate with the Microsoft Entra, so that keys or that authentication method can also helpful for you to authenticate your services. Password protected, basically it's a very important thing that you have to make your password more protective. So you can use the threshold, you can use the duration of the lockout second, custom band password, that the you if you have the list of the password that you don't want that user will create that common password, that you just click on the yes and you can create a list over there, so that user will not be able to create a similar password. They required some uh, unique password to make their account more secure. Even you can use the password, you can say the strength of the password, that how many letter, whatever the minimum number of the password. Even if you are going to the registration campaign, you can create your own register campaign, that end user will automatically notify it that okay, we have the organization has created, or they are asking about some you can say the snows option, that they are getting some alerts over there. So if I enable this Microsoft if I enable this state, that user will automatically get. You can exclude if some of the user don't want to don't required to you get that kind of these snows. Even the authentication is strength, that you can use it to make it more secure. Like if I'm going to the a multi-factor authentication, so you can see there is a multiple option that you can choose it. Either you can use passkey, you can use a certification based authentication, these kind of thing that you can use it without using this thing, that user will not be able to authenticated. If you have the passwordless MFA, you have the phishing registration MFA that you can use it. So these kind of authentication method or strength that you can, if you want to create your own custom strength, that you can use it, or you can type the name. You have the option over there that you can use it to authenticate user based on your criteria. Okay, activity that you can easily get it, the activity of the users. Also you can get the user registration detail, who is compatible, who is not compatible, who is the default option of these things that you can use it. So you can see there is a bm that estpl.com, they have the compatibility of multi-factor authentication on their phone. Either this kind of thing that they can configure. Even MODs also have the authenticator app to authenticate it. So these kind of you can see that default multi-factor authentication is the MFA, and method of the registration they have already used the MFA, multi-factor authentication. So these kind of things that you can use it, they need to configure it. Also you can download it and you can take the action against on it. You have to create the policy based on the organization requirement. Registration reset event, that if somebody reset their multi-factor authentication, so you can see when they have reset their multi-factor authentication, you will get the details over there, and you can download it and you can showcase to your uh, board members, or you can say the higher authorities, that these are the user have using multiple they have multiple time reset their MFA, and you can ask questions that why you are doing these things. Okay, the bulk operation result that you can check it over there. So these things that are helpful for you to make your organization more secure. So that will helpful for you or your organization, that account will not be able to breach it. uh, this thing that you can use it. In the next video we will discuss about the identity governance. Thanks for the time, thanks for watching my video.